Yeah, definitely for this map you should watch some like matches and demos if you really want to know how to play it and you want to play this a fuck ton, because this is the most difficult map to coordinate in general. It is the most like team-based map in Highlander. Yeah, like in the game in general. It is the most difficult map in competitive TF2. Nah, there's just so many strats and stuff. It's like pretty much like I'm gonna like do the fucking rollout for every single class separate because otherwise you won't understand fuck all. Like literally. I'm gonna have to like do every class on defense separate.
Right.
Yeah. So
sorry, just something quickly unrelated. As soldier,
yes.
should I go stock always, or is Cam Angler good?
Cow Mangler's not good on this map because you want to be able to kill sentries.
Just in general, like.
Depends on the map really. If you need to kill sentries, it's generally not good. And like, I don't like Cow Mangler in Highlander because you have something called mini sentries, and when you have a mini sentry with a Wrangler, that's 260 HP. If you're using a Cow Mangler against that, you can't kill it. So I would not advise using Cow Mangler.
Alright, I
Like
noticed it's practically a straight upgrade in 6s, didn't know.
yeah, like in Highlander, sentries are a thing. So like, and sentries are a big deal. And the classes that can counter sentries in Highlander are Demo and Soldier and Spy. So sometimes and Sniper, but like mostly Soldier is the guy to counter the sentry.
Alright.
Should I run Invis or Cloak and Dagger?
Cloak and Dagger on defense, 100%. Cloak and Dagger on attack is also good even. DR, it's just too close quarters. You can run any watch is good on this map. Must have is Cloak and Dagger though. You must use it at some points on this map. Okay, so let's go over. Let's go over A. Okay, you don't hold A. That's the first thing. So no one goes A. What you can do though is like you can put sticky trap there on the gate, and you can have your scout or your soldier playing passive in this upper area, right? And then just delay the point. Like you can have sticky traps here on the point, on the fucking on this thing, whatever, right? So that works. And then the scout or the soldier or whatever calls when you need to death them. The main thing about this point is that you don't die. Dying here is like not helpful at all. Like either you die instantly before they even get to the point, but if you die while they're capping the point, you've done it wrong. You can't die when they're already capping. Like if they're capping, you're just out. You don't try to block. You block before they get to the point. You don't block after, or you might get one kill and then you're out. Whatever. Just delaying tactics, man. You don't commit your flank here. Spy, you're always gonna be here. Your goal. Okay, so you know about the jump here, Spy?
No, which jump?
You can do that jump as well. I'm fucking it up, but you can jump up here as Spy. So with one jump, like almost every class in the game can, but Spy can do it, and it's helpful for him because this roof is good, and you can like sit right here, Cloak and Dagger, and a pyro won't hit you. If you perfectly sit, like right on this lowest area, like if you sit here, you're a bit higher because you're on the sand. If you sit on the lower left, the pyro flames won't hit you unless he aims from right there, like this angle. Another jump you can do is Spy. There's a bit of a high ground here, so you can. Where is it again? I think it's this. It's somewhere here. You can jump up this, basically. Oh, there. Yeah. You can slide up this somewhere. Yeah, it's there. I just did it wrong. Okay. You can just sit there as well. Your main priority is surviving and calling whatever's on A. What they're gonna probably do is they're gonna have their NG, once they capped A, they're gonna have their NG rule out with a level 3 sentry and they're gonna put it here. At that point, when you cap A, you have to understand, when A is capped, this gate opens and this gate opens. They open really, really slow. So why do you put sentry A, right? Well, steel is an interesting map because you can cap A, B, C, D, E in order, or you can just straight cap E. So you don't actually have to cap any other point but E to win. E is just the final point and it's open from the beginning of the game. Like technically you can push B, E, and you would only cap E. I've seen that done. You can get like a 45. You can get a 50-second cap time on this map. It's really possible. If you wipe them twice and you just cap E, you can win. That works. Okay, so this barrel, what I would do is you can sit in there as spy. There's a trick to do that. I would just destroy it. It's no point. But like, you can sit in that barrel if it hasn't been destroyed yet. So that's the thing. Yeah, spy, your job is just sit there as cloak and dagger. Don't go for any steps. You just survive. And make sure they don't spy check you out. You want to be alive when they cap A, because when they cap A, this door opens, but what also happens is that this door right here to the spawn for red perma closes, so you can't actually get behind here. You can't actually walk through this once they cap A. So same thing for the people that, if you're trying to like delay with Soldier and Scout, make sure you're through this gate before they cap, because you're just gonna get stuck and die. And that's really bad. A late death here is super, super bad. Like once they're halfway done or like a third done capping this point, you should be out. You shouldn't stay in. Like, or you should be so close to the spawn that you can instantly get him, but you can't die after that. That's the main thing. So what do? You back out the cap A, right? Where do you go? You go E. So Soldier, you're watching White Room. This is a E connector, which is the connector that goes to White Room. You're making sure they don't get past here, because what they could do is they could stack their entire team on A. That's why you want to have your spy behind calling information, because if they do this, you want to know as combo. They could have their entire team here, and then they just push E. They kill your flank, and they spawn camp you here, and their combo like heavy spawn camps this, scout gets on point, and your demo pyro get in here deep, and they camp this, and you're stuck on B defending this shit. Oh shit, they're here, I can't get through. Oh shit, they're constantly spamming the shutter. And like what they might even, that's why they want the level 3. They could put the level 3 sentry right here or right here, and it just wrangles through like from here all the way to the spawn door and shit. And they just keep it wrangled, and while the scout's just jumping here, getting buff, jumping back, and capping with ×2 constantly.
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to dinner. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Hopefully I come in like 10 minutes and I don't lose half of this.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So you want to avoid that. So if this is called, they're gonna push, yeah, by your spy. Your demo should already be rotating from his position on B. He can go through the spawn or through BC connector. What I like for demo is he can sit right here, and he can spam deep there. But he can also back off instantly if he needs to, and he can play this. And this positioning right here compared to this positioning, this is in the sniper sideline, right? You can see the demo from here. But if the demo's holding like a bit more to the right, he can still deny this control while also not getting sniped. So demo going here is pretty strong. If they give you time, you can go a bit deeper. But I hate it when demos like drop down, to be fair, because if they drop down here, like unless they win, they could die, you know? It's not helpful. So that well, that's if there's like a bunch of people stacked there, right? If you know for sure everyone is pushing and they're not faking you, like if you're 100% they're gonna push in and they're not gonna fake on like fake stack on A and then go drop down and go like all go B instead. Like that's something they could do, is to just stack here with everyone and then they just go B instead, and you already rotate your entire combo over to this, then you all have to rotate back. That's a really stupid thing. So when you know they're committing, that's when you want to also have your medic rotating. That's what you could also even, and if they're committing, then you could put change the sentry to right here, and he can wrangle the point and they can't cap. Like, and the best thing is you deny them here. If you can't do that, you deny them here and play this connector. Like it's better to play this connector because it's easier for you to rotate back to B. The downside to this is, they can push in, right? They see you have like a lot your pyro here, and they know that if they're gonna walk past the pyro, just air blast them in the pit. So they're just not gonna push this. What they're gonna do is gonna keep one guy pressuring this. In the meantime, the rest of their team is going through all the way to the left, and they go maybe even through Death Corridor there, and they go drop down right here. They go here, and suddenly, oh, you can do this jump by the way. You can jump up here. You can jump on this frame, and then you can jump up this quicker. Be aware of this. Spies use it. People use this all the time. It's a really helpful thing. Or like this. It's also quicker. But like, what can happen is they do that shit, like some stupid like long ass play where they walk all the way over with their heavy pyro on demo, and suddenly their combo's here, and your demo's standing here, and suddenly he takes 2 stickies and he dies, and then like, oh shit, we have to Uber, and then they already have high ground, you know? Like, this can't happen. So I was talking before about how Soldier and Scout hold this. So if you know you can't hold and you know they're gonna get in because you know they're stacking with so many people that's called, and you know you're gonna lose, what I would do as both Scout and Soldier, you don't back out this way. You always back out this way. What this does is you get the health pack here, full ammo pack, full health pack, right? You can also play this angle. Even then you go a bit further, you have small ammo pack, small health pack, medium health pack. And the good thing is, red team can go into the new spawns already and use the resupply. They can just use this. So playing like this angle and denying like these 2 entrances is pretty good for you, because that, like, if you can keep this area under control, there's not really a good way for them to start capping E. So they have to rotate all the way back to like do a B push instead. So I would back out this way and just abuse the fucking spawn room and stuff. Another good thing about the spawn room is you can just go into the spawn room like right here, or like even better, you can go into the spawn room right here. You can switch loadout. I think it's here, yeah. You can switch loadout right there, behind the shutter, where I was just standing here. You know what I mean? And what that does, it teleports you all the way back to the first spawn if they haven't capped B yet. So you can use that to teleport from that side to that side, and suddenly, oh, I'm not needed there anymore. The Scouts got this. Soldier, I teleport back, and you just start spamming Shutter or something. Or when they're trying to push B, like a Scout and Soldier both go into the spawn when they're like all pushing B, and they go out this and they're already on B to help, you know? So abuse that to shit as flank. Like, get a good coordination. Use Conch, it's just superior on this map. There's no reason to run gunboats on any of these points. So use Conch or something else, buff banner or whatever. Just don't use gunboats, it's useless. Whip is a must as well. Say on to B hold. I was talking about this a bit before, right? Standard B hold is you have your dispenser right here. Well, I'll show this. It's better if I just show this. What the best thing is for an NG? Oh, okay. So let's say put Telly right there, entrance. I put sentry here. On this is fine. You can also put it up here, but like this is a bit easier to spam. This is a bit more safe, but a bit less. Like this also covers drop down. This doesn't cover drop down. So like, but this is easier to spam out. This one. This is a bit more protected. So like, there's a trade-off. You can use both. That's fine. Anyways, you run through here. You have no metal. Oh, metal pack. And you go here and place teleporter right there. Then you drop down. place dispenser, so right there, so it reaches up here. Yeah. And then you go upgrade, and you take that large ammo pack and you just upgrade everything as quickly as you can. Use this one. Go there. There's also one here, I believe. Yeah, full ammo. You know, you just upgrade your shit after that. You can also just like go back to spawn and then upgrade the. Like if you use Eureka effect, you could do like place all that down and use this, upgrade it, and then like place it down. So you might wonder, why do we put tele there and tele exit there? The reason for that is this stairway right here is god tier for heavy. Heavy can
Was
just sit.
about to say for the heavy.
Yeah, heavy just sits fucking here. He gets full buff by the medic who's like buffing him, and like as a heavy, it's really super. Ah, that's better. Okay. Anyways, slow heavy. Huh. Like you basically place dispenser there for heavy, so heavy can get ammo and free heals. Like heavy sitting here makes it so they only have one angle to push, which is main, right there, or drop down. Both of which are bad because it's super low ground. Like, so what they're gonna do, what they might do at the beginning of the game is they might have a heavy demo and soldier, or like 3 people, and they just rush this heavy. So then the heavy might be like, eventually you don't really want to die on steel on defense, because the respawn timers are, I believe, like 20 or 30 seconds. It's super long. So the priority for you on steel is to not die, and just, that's mainly it, just not die on defense. So he might just drop down to survive, or like he just gets pressured too much that he has to drop down, otherwise he dies. Then he can take the like tele that you might place right there or right there. And he can take that and he can like get up there again instantly, you know? So he instantly retakes that area. Like putting teleporter right there is fine, right here. Like I would put it in a place where it's easy for the pyro to spy check. So at the beginning of the game, pyro. What is good to do as pyro? There's a risky strat and a non-risky strat. Pyro's also on B. One thing you could do, you could just stand here. And you mouse 1. And you just do that for the first like 10-15 seconds. And it just blocks their spy from getting through. And then you stop for a second and you flame again, so he thinks you're gone or something. Another thing you can do is you can play this angle. Like here. Like close here. And when they come out, you just get, like, you wait like the shutter open, you wait like 1 second, and then you flame them, and while you're doing it, you're already running up the stairs, and you just fall back onto your heavy. Another thing you can do to deny your heavy from getting pushed out, what a good thing to do is, like, let's say like you don't think the passive soldier thing on here isn't that good. So what you can do instead is you can have your... Why did I spawn all the way back? Not better, okay. Instead of holding A with your soldier, you could just have your soldier playing here with the heavy, you know? That's totally fine as well. Because this is a really important area. A B point in general is really important. Okay, so let's go over why. No, that's about it. Sniper at the beginning of the game. There is... I'll just walk, okay. Sniper sidelines. Let's talk about those. For the first 2 points. The first. Of course, you have this window room. So feel free to use this when they're pushing and you're respawning. Boop! Dead. Good angle. Another good angle. Just play a bit back. Right here. Good angle there. On drop down if someone goes there. A bunch of angles. When you're attacking or you're trying to make a play, like you're just still mating and you want to try to make a play, your sniper could go drop down with buff or something, like right here. Then he could just like peek, boop, get a cheeky medic or something. Generally though, what you will have at the beginning of the game is blue sniper will be standing somewhere there at the back, getting buffed by a medic. And your sniper will be maybe here, pre-aiming, boop. And you just take the sniper fight. It's more important for the red sniper not to die, but if you can you just hold this basically. Or like this is a really cheeky angle because it sees all the way into the spawn. You see this? This is stupid. Use this. It's really broken. Yeah, you basically take the sniper fight. That's your job, a sniper. Make sure you don't die on defense though, as I said. Like, try not to die. Try not to lose this fight. Be good. Be a good sniper. Out DM the other sniper. Come on. Any class I'm missing? No, not really, right? Yeah, medic. Well, demo. Yeah, you're spamming main. Wow. Yeah, that's good. You're spamming main. A good angle is this. This is high ground. You can spam over this, and they can't spam you. This is a good angle from right here, and you just spam main. You keep spamming main, and if people call your demo is the first guy to rotate if the flank call they need help on right room after they capped A. If we think if the spy calls or someone calls, it's almost everybody. Then the pyro and medic are the other two to rotate. Heavy goes to a more passive positioning if he needs to. Sentry, you keep it aggro until it's, or you keep it aggro if your heavy stays in as well. But if it's called that, if it's called that they're all coming E, then as I said before, you put sentry there and you wrangle it, and your combo displays this, you know. And like if demo if they're pressuring you out, you can go out this way, or you can like if you can manage, you can go out this way. But you group up with your combo if they're all coming there. Don't go solo. Like why don't you rotate the entire combo instantly? As I said before, if everyone rotates to deal with wide room and then they decide to go drop down real quick instead, they get a free sentry pick, they get a free heavy pick, and then they might already be on the point capping while you're coming back to this area. And if they can keep you behind this like artificial line right there, if they can keep you on concrete, like behind this area, they can cap B for free. Like to hold B, you really need more like a defensive line that's like this. You can't have a defensive line that's like this, because then you lose the point. Unless your demo goes insane or something, you know? So that's why you don't want to insta-rotate everybody. Yeah. Okay. For pushing, well, it's about like rotating quicker than they are, right? And then just out DMing them. So, as I said before, red has to rotate between E and A, right? So what you want to do on blue team to cap B or to cap E, right? You want to like bait them into rotating, and then you either like DM them there and like you commit if you think you can win. But otherwise you just keep rotating and until they're called out. Like you like for instance, you might send everyone right room or something, and then you leave like maybe just your flank in wide room, spamming and shit. In the meantime, their combo's rotating this way and shit, and they might overcommit here, stay here too long, and like while your flank's distracting them, your combo's really like going down the beat drop down or doing that like that all the way around play that they come from the top here, like and then you just like either if they do that play you can like get a really good Uber out and you can just DM kill them all, and the other way as I said before, you just take sentries, take heavy, make sure Telly dies, and you just get on the point and cap, and then they're still in BC and they can't contest it anymore. You know, because they're too slow at rotating back. It's all about rotating quick. This map is all about rotation. Mirror their team correctly is how you win defense, and break their mirror on attack is how you win attack. And of course, sniper doing work. Let your sniper do the work you need. Don't bleed too much. It's all about like having the positioning. It's not about having the kills on defense. Defense is all about the positioning you have. Do you have numerical advantage in every fight you take? If you don't, it's probably not a good fight to take. You know? That's because you can't really die players. As I said before, if blue gets a pick, that's really big for them. If red gets a pick, that doesn't really matter because blue's gonna respawn in like 10 seconds, while red's gonna respawn in like 25 seconds. So avoid that shit. Yeah. Okay, any questions about B or A? Anything particular? Or about how I would cap A or whatever? At the beginning of the game? No? No? Nothing? Okay, so
No, nothing.
at the beginning, right? There's a couple things you can do. That's something you have to strat talk for yourself. Come up with your own strats here. When you're attacking. Like, as I said before, like, things you probably want to focus is, like, on attack in general, your spy going B should always go B on attack. Because you get a lot of intel. And you can call when they're rotating. That's why Cloak and Dagger on attack is not bad, because you could just sit here for like a fuck ton. And then just see them rotate and leaving the NG here, and you go for the NG sentry. And like, you just can then take B for free. And stuff like that. You know? That's good for you. Like, make sure your spy is active in calling his shit. Because you need good intel. That's all what this map is about, like, knowing exactly where the enemy team is. Like, not just kind of knowing, oh, there's guys coming. No, I need to know if it's a pyro, if it's a heavy, or if it's an engineer, or if it's a sentry. You need to know everything. So comms are really, really important here. Like, calling shit out correctly is really important. So, another thing is what you could do is you could like have Bonk Atomic Punch Scout. He sits here while the demo soldier and heavy are like come around behind the Bonk Atomic Punch. Bonk Atomic Punch blocks all the heavy damage or soldier damage that might come. In the meantime, your team spams them to shit, and you take this high ground and you make sure the teleporter dies. That's a pretty big thing. You know, even Pyro could do that. That's something you could do at the beginning. Then the rest of your team in the meantime is capping A. If you want to play it safe, you could send like basically your entire team but your sniper, NG, and medic to A. That will guarantee you the cap quick. That's also something you could do, and that's pretty good as well. Because they might like actually do the soft hold thing, and if you go in one by one here, you might actually bleed. If they have a sticky trap and you don't have everyone, they might like contest this for a second. You don't want that to happen. Make sure you send enough players A so you can cap it quick. Because A is really easy to cap. If they hard hold A, they're idiots. If they're hard hold A, you just stack A with your entire team, you kill them, and you win. Right after. Okay. Yeah, as I said, your priority is first then. What I would do on attack, if to get B is the first thing I would always do is try to take White Room. Unless you get good picks on B, that you can like already push B, that means you get the sniper down, you get the heavy down, right? If those two are down, you should like call for the B push instantly, because those are the picks you really need to push B. The thing about pushing B, preferably, you pop right about here, like when your demo gets to this area. People that are in the Uber are demo pyro, no one else. Unless if the heavy, like, if everyone is already in, otherwise it's just demo pyro. Like, the goal for the rest of the team is when you're pushing B and they're actually holding it and you want to dismantle that. Yes, their goal is, it's all in the after Uber. So taking positioning that allows you to do damage in after Uber is the priority you get. You have when you're doing an Uber. Like, because, for instance, if you're trying to push B, and they still have people and they're holding aggro, and you might only have gotten the sniper. Their pyro's right here. You try to push through this. They keep high ground. They keep sentry. Like the sentry might die, but the pyro's just gonna reflect everything. Your combo's so dead. It's a wasted Uber. It does nothing. Right? It does nothing if you push through that, and the pyro's here denying it. So be mindful of what you do. Like if there's so many people here that you know you can't push, you need to do something on A, and like pressure E or something. Like just having a scout on E forces them to at least commit like 2 or 3 players to kill them, you know, because they can't lose E. They can't not contest E because then they lose. So use that to your advantage. Like just the pressure itself forces them to rotate. Yeah, that makes gaps in their defense. So can someone go on red team and ready up for a sec? Okay.
3, 2, 1. Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So on defense, right? What I would do is NG is just boom, boom, and just upgrade level 3. Like you might not level 3s on attack. You should run them the entire game. You shouldn't really run mini sentries. Mini sentries are generally bad on this map. They don't do that much. They can be effective, but not that often. So like most likely situation, right, is you get can someone help me cap points for a sec? Okay.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5,
So
4, 3, 2, 1.
you either go that way. Like be careful, there might be sticky trap there, on the sign, right here. Well, let's just cap A for a sec.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're a genius.
So keep note of how quickly these 2 doors open. Like it's really slow. Like look how long it takes for them. Like, and in this time, right, their soldier could be spamming through this. They could have a sniper on defense behind this, just waiting for this to open. And then they snipes anyone that's behind there, so be mindful of that. Might even be sticks right there or right there. So like, they could be there, could be there. You don't see that shit. Yeah, they should be. Oh, this one is a bit quicker. Yeah. Because this is a bigger door, this one's quicker. But yeah. Like, what is good is if your soldier can build a conch, you can conch, like if you want to commit to an E push, you can like, soldier has conch, he builds conch here by just peeking, spamming, not really committing. He gets conch, he conches, and the entire team pyro first, of course, pyro first. Pops through, and you just kill the flank. And that flank kill is enough for you to do good work. Let's cap B now. So, what happens when B is capped? When B is capped, well, we'll see. So, when B is capped, what changes for defense? The first thing that happens is this spawn gets closed off, and they now spawn in the second spawn I looked at earlier, which is there. The second thing that happens is your respawn timers on blue get slightly shorter, and this gate starts opening. Also really slow. This is BC connector, not to confuse with this connector, which is called BCE connector, and this is upper BCE connector. This is called under. This is This is large health pack. This is full health pack. There. Okay, so there is a. This thing. Splash damage goes through this thing. So if they put a sticky trap under here, and your medic stands here, your medic is dead, because this allows splash damage to go through. Be really careful with that shit. Okay, so what changes, right? So red spawns all the way back, which is a really big disadvantage. They can't hold aggro anymore on B1 or A, you know? It's just not happening. Because they spawn, if they die, they spawn way too far back to keep that hold going. So what will you do? Defense will most likely try to hold this BC connector, like as long as they can. This is a good sniper sideline for both sides, so be mindful of this. When you're pushing and attacking, this is the sniper sideline. So avoid that by either hugging the walls and stuff when you're trying to push, or like not showing yourself when you're defending. Demo will just be sticking this. You'll have a pyro here, whatever, sniper. If they're hard holding this, they'll stay here. Well, if they know you're gonna like stack everyone here and you're gonna like get people through BC, they might decide to back out of this, or they just get spammed out. Like the goal you have basically is get them out of this connect. On attack, the goal you have is get them out of this area as quickly as you can. On defense, if they get you out, that's not a big deal. You just back off, and you have your combo play passive here. Like your heavy can play this health pack, and he can stand here, really good angle for heavy, because he drops down free cover, free arrow, close to the spawn, free easy ammo, stuff like that. Demo, you just sticky the fuck out of this, and pyro you kind of spy check. When they push in, you try to like they have low ground, so they're gonna have to pop early. They push from this side. If they pop from that side, your sniper could have a good sideline if he's playing with you, and it's also like really early. Like Demo can easily deny it. Heavy can easily deny it from that area. Demo can easily spam this. Be careful of this sideline. This is a thing. So like, if you're holding passive there, this is a thing. Be careful of that. You might have noticed that I say I'm not talking about a sentry, because generally speaking, you don't want to have a sentry on C. There are some strats and some teams that do that. I don't like doing it. What I would do after they cap A and B is I would build the sentry either here on the stairway, right here. Like you can put it here on the stairway that watches only that and that. Or you can put it top right here, or you can put it in the window. All of these are kind of good, but you just put it on E. You keep it watching the E point. That's what I would do. After you lose A and B. Make sure, engineer, you put a teleporter right there. This is gonna be necessary later. I'll go over that later. Everyone go back to spec. Use 2 psychic. Don't really need you. After you lose A and B on defense, there's 2 areas you want control of. If you keep control of those areas without like ever losing it, you will win. If you have BCE connector, this is the big area. The other big area is white room. As you might notice, there's only like, well, technically there's 4, but there's only 3 ways into the E point. One of which is like close from white room, but this is really easy to lock down with a sniper and a sentry, right? The other one is from BCE. This is a more difficult one to lock down because it's close to your spawn. Their demo can actually spam this. They can have someone playing under here. They can even put a sentry there, like stuff like that. And the other one is the DE connector right here. Realistically, the E cap, like I'm just gonna stand on it for a sec. Yeah, this is really slow, as you might notice, yeah? So, don't worry, like, they need to, like, you will be able to get a full respawn wave, or maybe even 2 out, if you're on defense. Even though your respawn times are like 20 seconds, you will probably be able to get 2 like, at least 1 respawn wave out, maybe even 2. if they're
Alert.
committing
Our
to
last
E.
control point is being captured.
So realistically, what you need to do on blue is you need to get control of both the E connector, like need to lock down the spawn doors, and you need
Alert. Our last control point is
them
being captured.
control of BCE connector, and you need them to not be able to like respawn from there, go this way, and go into wide room and like block you from the back. So you basically need intel in all areas. The most two important ones are the aggressive one there, the DE connector there, and the BCE. So when you're attacking, what is good to do? Your soldier on defense and your scout on defense should be playing this area. If your combo's on C, your flank should be holding wide room or passive on D. The main priority you want is you want to lock them out of getting onto your sentry. You want to support your sentry, your engineer, and you want to lock them out of wide room as much as you can. If you can lock them out right here, that's even better. If they can't get through, if you can hold here with your soldier or scout, that's really good for you on defense. So yeah, that's the general basics. Like if they then try to push for this, like they have some difficulties to work with because there's no bridges, so they have to actually like
Final control point is being
have
contested.
clauses that can jump here, which is not that many. It's like soldier.
Alert.
A soldier
Our last
dies
control
quick on
point
this
is being
point because
captured.
demo can just spam that, stuff like that.
Alert. Our last control point is
Oh
being
yeah,
captured.
spy. I would try to play with flank. It's in my opinion better. Sniper can do whatever the fuck he wants. Wherever their sniper is, you need to kill him. That's your priority, of course. And get meta kills is also
Alert.
good for
The
you.
control point is being captured.
Playing with your engineer is also good on defense. So why does your combo also play back here? Why is this better? Like if you can't hold BCE, right?
Control point is being
BCE hold is good because it denies C cap, and it also denies E cap. Like this is one of the requirements to cap E and to cap C. This is why staying here for as long as you can is good. Why do you still hold C? Like C is far away from E. Why would you hold this? Well, one reason is when you cap C,
The control point is
the
being
bridges come out
contested.
on the E point. The second thing that happens is, well, that's the main thing. So you kind of want to contest this. Why is holding here fine? Because there's a spawn door right here. Oh, now I need to go red. And that spawn door makes it so you can rotate real quick to both E and D. Makes your life a lot easier. Oh, I need to go blue. I need to cap more. Now think about it. Okay. Well, I'll show that.
Alert. The control point is being contested. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Yeah, there's nothing that much notable else about this point. Yeah, there's health ammo back there. You can use that, whatever. Oh yeah, spies like to uncloak here. Or like behind the spiller, behind this area. So if you're a pyro spy check there, it's pretty good. Well, so C-cap, major change, biggest change. Bridges come out. This allows blue to push that area from this side.
Alert. The final control point is
And
being
it also
contested.
makes it possible for every class in the game to easily cap the point. So losing C is for that reason bad. Why is holding C fine? I was going on about it before. Well, stupid respawn timers. Nah. So why is holding C fine? As I said, you have this shutter door. You do this, and you're on E with your entire combo. Like you have two exits as well, it's pretty good. And you can also, if they're already blocking that, you can come from D. You can push wide room, and because E is such a slow cap, you have time to do that stuff. Like, and if they don't have anyone in BC either, you can just push that instead. So let's say they're gonna start capping E and they have the entire team there. Your combo could just push out this way in this connector. What is a good thing to do when you're trying to block E from getting capped and you're like respawning or whatever? You want BCE control because, as I said before, right? When we were defending on B, NG might move sentry here, right? Well, on attack it's the same stuff. If their NG has a sentry here, you can't block the point from being capped because you come in from here, you get sentried. You try to come in from this way, you get sentried, right? So like the only real way to counter that is to send your combo through this and kill the sentry. So BCE connect is something you have to retake. Well, you could realistically, it's the best thing to retake to block the point from being capped. Demo, what he can do if you're trying to block E, sure, Demo can go under and he can sticky the point from here. And this is a really dewy angle because it's just one of pair of eyes too many. Like they have to have someone watching there, they have to have someone watching there, there. So under is usually overlooked. Your Demo can get 2 quick stickies, which is like 160 damage. If there's 2 people on the point, you get like a total of 300 damage within like a second. It's just a really good angle for Demo. Pipes are also really good from here. This is a good angle to use for Demo.
Time is running out.
Yeah, I see. So what is a good thing to... How do you cap C? Right? Well, ultimately, you need BCE control. And you force them into passive hold, that's the best thing. Then after that, what you do is you have your, like the rest of your team, besides your combo, they start pressuring D and they try to kill the flank. Right? You try to get the flank kill. You don't kill the sentry. You go Def Corridor, which I'll go over in a sec.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
So,
5, 4,
like,
3,
as flank, you want to try to, like, on attack. On flank, you're gonna have both your... Like, your NG is always gonna try to, like, get teleporter here, in this area. When you're trying to push C. And your sentry will probably be here as well as NG. When you're trying to... That's when you're in the situation you haven't kept C yet, then you should always go wide room. So your flank's gonna have easy teleports to like this area. Like the goal you have is coordinate the spy, try to get the flank down. And when you have the flank down, what you can do is you can go through DE connector, also called Def Corridor. This is called Def Corridor, also called DE connector. Don't forget about that. It's the same shit. You can flank their combo from here. And that allows your team to push. Like just you being here pressuring, not even doing anything. And if they're holding here, they have to back out. Because if they then push and they do an Uber exchange, you're there for the after Uber. That's all you really need. So that's a really good thing. Okay, so I just kept D. What capping D does is it closes these 2 doors. So it denies red easy access to block E. Be mindful, like while before, if you started capping E, the red team could just like stack everyone here. They could even have a sniper standing behind this door, sniping the point from all the way back into the safety of the spawn room. That's just really difficult for you as blue team to cap. So now these are closed. The other thing is there's railings now on these bridges. That's the second thing that changes. So on attack, what happens now is you only have to guard 2 entrances, which is this D area. You only have to guard DE connector, and you only have to guard BCE when you're trying to cap in this situation. So this is the easiest way for you to cap. That's why capping all points has its merits. But as I said before, if you can lock them out the spawn just fine, like spawn camp them, you can also just cap while you don't have this, while you don't have D cap yet. So how to cap D? Let's say you win the C fight, you get a good push, you get some flank. If
Mission
you're
ends in
if
30
you killed them quick
seconds.
enough, like if they're still respawning and you know it's gonna take a while, you can go Death Corridor, and you should do that, because then you go to here. It's the quickest way to get the D. And you can also spawn camp Ds while you're doing it. Be mindful if you go through Death Corridor, there's a sticky trap right there.
Mission ends
And
in
I'll go
10
over why that's
seconds.
Death Corridor is a sec after I get this. Just a sec.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime.
You can help with the cap if anyone wants to. Probably not gonna be in time though.
Jag. You might need to extend.
You should probably do that. I'm gonna have like 15 more minutes or something, then we're done. Doing it as quick as I can, but this map is just so 8. It's not an easy thing. Okay.
You've got an achievement. What even is the achievement?
Or like capping steel.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Literally, it's cap still.
Yeah. So, Death Corridor. So why is this called Death Corridor? Does anyone know? Like,
Because you're dying.
nah. Does anyone know why this DE connector is also called Death Corridor?
I'd
Oh,
imagine
CD. CD.
I'd imagine just it's so easy to spam through.
No. The main reason is you have this door. You have this window. And you have this door. So what can you do? I'm standing here as Spyro. I'm not doing anything, but I'm just standing here. Oh, I have a window here. Wow, I see 4 people walking through the window. Okay, I'm a soldier. I'm here ready to spam them and like fuck them. I see 4 people rushing through. I'm a demo. I have sticky trap on this cheeky spot. This is the best spot, by the way. Use this. This is really good. Oh, I see them pushing. I call it. Soldier peaks, demo peaks, and they just get spammed to shit and they die. Even if they have Uber, they're gonna lose. They're trapped in here. It's too long. Small exits. In between 2 spawn doors, which the red team can just camp. So, it like, yeah. Like if they're here, they're dead. Like if there's people in spawn and they're here, they're dead. You can just fuck them up and DM them because you have spawn, you have resub so close. That's why this is Death Corridor. That's why you don't go there if their team is up. If they're already respawned, you don't go Death Corridor because then they just camp it and you die. Okay. So so let's say Death Corridor is the thing. That doesn't happen because you cap C, but it's too slow. They already have respawners. You know you're gonna have good death. Obviously, what you should do is you should go BCE connector again with your combo, and you should start pressuring E. If they have set up on E, like if they're in the spawn door because you haven't kept D yet, what you should do is you should like keep this pressure here, and then you have like 2 guys, you send them through Death Corridor, and in the meantime your flank's pressuring from right room, and you just exchange the Uber here, like you just push over the point, you exchange Uber, and in the meantime your flank and like the 2 guys you send through Death Corridor, they sandwich the people that are left on D, and then you cap D, and hopefully you like clean up the kills here and you can start capping D and E at the same time. That's a good way to push. Well, yeah, if you lose C, the hold doesn't change that much. Instead of the combo holding there, the combo holds in this area, the E connector. Or in deep in white room, that's also fine. If you can get it. But like your combo just holds here, the nice D cap. It's really easy for combo to rotate and deny E cap. Stuff like that. Like if you can deny both D and E, that's the best way to do it. It allows your flank to go a bit more aggro in wide room. Flank can also play with your engineer, like your soldier can play here with your engineer top left and spam everything when it's fucking peaks. Sniper has a lot of space to rotate, and like the only way you're not guarding is BC. So BCE connector, this is kind of Pyro heaven. Pyro has a really easy time DMing in this area. He can 1v4 if the other guys don't have heals. If there's 4 people from blue team coming this way, they don't have heals and there's a Pyro here and they don't know, Pyro 1v4s them easy. Like, reflex 1 rocket and they're all dead. Because it's just so close, it's easy doors for him to camp. This is Pyro heaven. So Pyro might not actually always be with the combo on defense, especially after you lost C. Because it's good for Pyro to try to get aggro into BC. So be mindful of that, he might want to do that. Depends on your player, you could have him do that, whatever. Heavier job on defense and on attack is staying with the medic. No matter what happens, you stay with medic. You're a big deal. Unless you're doing cheeky plays that you coordinate, you're always with the medic. And try to be. So when you're on attack, make sure you don't take the tele unnecessarily. For instance, your combo is pushing in BC, right? But your teleport is in White Room. I'm a heavy respawn and you want to group up with your combo in BC. And you don't want to go White Room where the tele is. So, fuck, I took the tele, I'm not with my connector. Oh shit, now I can't cross this area because there's a sentry right there. That's kind of like not helpful, so make sure you only take tele when you know where it goes and you want to go there. You know, don't just take the tele for stupid bullshit reasons, whatever. Yeah. Like, be mindful where the teleport actually is. Yeah. Like, assuming... Okay, so let's say you lose D. These doors close. The hold doesn't change. Well, the hold changes. Your entire combo stacks this, and you might actually have one of your combo playing here with the NG. You can do the same hold as if you would do a DE hold, basically. The other thing you can do is you can... Let's say you got wiped on E, they cap D, and they're capping E now, and you have to block. A good hold, if you can get it set up, as I said before, is that sentry hold where you have the sentry and BCE connector. So you can stack your pyro, medic, NG, soldier, and they just go this way, while the rest of your team tries to take wide room or like spam on DE. And you just kill whatever's here, and you get the sentry set up, and the pyro just protects the sentry to shit. Like, the bad thing about this though is they have respawners and they can come in from B, from their spawn, and you might get flanked because of it. But it's a really good hold if you can get it set up, because it insta-denies the cap. Yeah. Like, I would say at this point just play. Unless you want me to go for callouts right now, or some tricks. I have a cool spy trick for this map. But besides that, there's not really much more. Like, the basics is just... Yeah, okay, go.
So, can you just briefly go over the main bits for soldier, please, just in general?
So, soldier, depends on what strat you use. You either hold passive A, you don't die there. Like, you delay them a bit, but you don't die. Or you hold on B with the heavy, top left, on the balcony, which I showed before. As soon as A is capped, soldier rotates to white room. Doesn't matter what's happening on B, soldier always goes... Oh. This rocket is glitched? Wow, okay. Doesn't matter, you just like hold here, basically. And you make sure you don't die here if they push a lot of people. If you know they're gonna push, just spam them as much as you can. Back out, make sure you don't die. And like, the main thing for you is you delay them. And you allow your combo to rotate from B. Like, and you force them to commit too many players here, you know? Like, you don't want to die, that's the main thing when you're holding B and A. So you lose B and A, after that soldier, you're playing wherever the combo isn't. Or you're playing with the combo is the pyro's holding flank. What I said before, pyro could be holding BC. So at that point it might be fine to have like demo soldier and heavy combo instead of pyro soldier, pyro demo heavy combo, right? And then you have scout and pyro on flank instead, that's fine. Like, especially when you're playing wide room. Wide room is kind of your domain. Your main priority on both attack and defense is wide room. A soldier. So, and like, try to be as aggro as you can on attack. And try to be, lose as the least amount of positioning on defense. But on defense, don't die. It's better for you to give up the positioning and ask for backup and just delay them a bit. Than to die and they get the positioning and they get a frag to push with. That's the one thing you don't want. You know, it's a tug of war basically. Steel. It's about controlling what area of the map. As long as you keep control, you win.
Alright.
Yeah. Scout kind of. Scout is the first one to rotate off of this. Scout also goes here, right after A is capped. But if there's nothing coming and Spy calls there's nothing there, you might as well rotate back. For Spy, as I was saying before, if he survives on the A point and he sees there's no one coming A, there's no reason for you as soldier to be here either, right? So you could just go B at that point, as long as you keep the intel on A. So it might just be the case that your Spy is just sitting on A for like 5 minutes at the beginning of the game. They're being retards and not pushing A never, and the Spy is just not getting kills. That could happen. But like, as long as your Spy, your job is intel. Both attack and defense. Like, calling where they are and how many they are is really important. Okay, so there's a cool spy spot. I'll show you. I like the spot. It's in White Room. It's really cheeky. So, in White Room, let's say their combos here and their power spiting to shit. There's one spot you can't get flamed unless they're looking exactly at you, which is here. You can sit on top of these stupid things. And if you sit here, if the power just flames like this, like even if they flame like this, they don't hit you. They have to flame like this to hit you. Like this already doesn't hit you. So this is a really good spot for you to sit in, if you just want intel. You know? And make sure you learn that jump. Yeah, I would just play it now and see, like you need to watch some pro demos, otherwise you won't understand what the fuck is going on. You just need to play this a bunch and see what other teams are doing. Like, focus on your rotates, and focus on accurate calling. Damage calling is not as important as calling where people are. You need number. Like, the more detailed, the like Pyro, Soldier, Scout, call that shit. Don't like use the shit. Soldier, you're also kind of a main caller, because it could happen that like flank suddenly turns into the main fight because the entire blue team rotates to take flank control, right? So Soldier, you're allowed to make main calls. So you're allowed to like say, hey Pyro, I want you on the wide room. You're kind of a second main caller on this map. Like, Soldier main call is actually really good in general on this map. So like, feel free to allocate people if you need it. And the same goes for your Spy. Spy should also feel free to like ask for help and shit. Like if he thinks, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, like it's a difficult map. What I just practice, like play this a fuck ton. Come up with your own strategies. This is more like basic strategies that are used and what I would do. So it's all about rotating and not over rotating. So yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can stop recording, I guess. Do you want some specific tricks on this map, everyone? I have a couple I can show. There's a lot of tricks on this map for Soldier, demo, whatever.
Sure.
Psychic, you're the Soldier, right?
Yeah.
See this. This is really useless, but it's funny as fuck.
Oh my god. You can get it from up here.
The backside or like from the side. You can do it from that side as well, yeah. Like you can sit on the front here. Like
What the fuck?
I can't do it, I'm holding crouch.
here. This side. No, you need to either jump here. Or you need to sit here, that's also fine. Like if you want to go on this side, you have to do it like this. This sticky trap is really big. Psychic, another trick, come. Lots of tricks for you. Lots of fun to be had for Soldier.
Alright.
So, you can sit on top of this. That's the thing. You can jump here. And shoot over the wall. But you can even do it from... You see the connect? Oh, you're spawned right next to me. That's nice. Psychic, look behind you.
Alright.
You can. And shoot all the way into White Room. You can also sit on top of this door. So when they're respawning and you're capping E, you can sit there. Suddenly the entire combo walks past and you drop the medic. You can do that.
Wait, you say you can get up there?
You can jump and shoot through the gap.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like you can also just sit up here, wait for them to respawn. They walk underneath you to try to block E and you just get 2 kills. That's really good as well. Yeah. So some other shit for Soldier. Oh, the map's glitched. It's kind of shit. Can't show that one then.
What is
But
it?
you can sit here.
Where? There.
You can also sit here. Right here where I am. So... Oh yeah, be aware of this sniper sideline window. I think people know about that, so didn't go over that, sorry. This is an annoying fucking force field. Can you reload the map, Jack? This is like, I don't know, it's bull. Just ready up actually. Psychic should fix it. That sounds fine. Yeah. We're not in a map talk anymore though, Jack, so it's just tricks now. Okay.
Alright.
I'm just here for moral support. I'm not doing anything.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill a psychic.
Yeah. So you can. You're specking me? Not there.
I'm running the game.
You can sit on this as well. Jack?
Sit on what? Sorry.
White room. You can sit here. Let's see. Oh, this is a sniper sideline. Watch out for that. You can sit on the inside of this. Yes. Right here. Not here, right? No. Oh yeah, you can sit on the sign here. You can actually.
Specifically a sign, or
Yeah, this
Yeah,
slope
so-
kills you. Yeah, the slope kills you.
is it like a slip? Is it like some slippery slope?
Yeah, but you can spam BC from here, so it's pretty good. If you're
Oh, wow.
capping, yeah, it's pretty decent. It's not actually like go sit there for a sec.
Wait a sec.
on the
I
sign?
accidentally taunted.
Yeah, it's fine. So like it's not that easy. You don't see that instantly,
Yeah.
so it's pretty nice in that regard. Could you sit up there? No, they fixed that, didn't they? Yeah.
You used to be able to sit there.
Yeah. On the clock here, you can sit still. It's for Spy. Spy can sit here. Yeah, I think you used to be able to sit here somewhere. Not anymore, I guess. Okay. You can. Yeah, you can, right? No, you can't. They fixed that as well. Okay. Yeah, I've played a lot of versions of this map. Not right there, right? No. Okay, so yeah, there you can.
Oh, that's not
Not
even solid.
No, a couple other tricks. You got this. So come here to me.
Sorry, I was tapped out.
Yeah.
Just
I'm at spawn, blue spawn here. Yeah, so you can sit here. You can also sit here.
Oh my god. If I can jump. You have to jump off.
You can do it in one jump, I think. If you did perfect, you can do the one.
Does that require a C-tap?
Yeah. You need to C-tap it if you want to do it in one. You can just do this. Just land on the middle and then it doesn't slide. That's kind of how it works. There's a couple sniper sidelines you can use. Could you jump up here? No. Well, you used to be able to jump on the door and then there. Kind of a cheeky thing. But they fixed that, so. Oh yeah, you can sit on this window. That's right, I forgot about that. It's pretty useless though. But yes, it is a thing. What else? Yeah, there's something on A. There's one thing on A we could go over. So the thing on A is of course the roof here is pretty good, but what's even better than the roof is sitting on the pipe.
You can sit on the pipe?
Yeah, but you have to like constantly slide and like you use SSD constantly because you slide off of it. But you can actually balance yourself up there. And it's also possible to get up there without moving, but it's a 1 pixel spot. So that's something you can use, but it's really useless. Don't use that. But yeah, it is a thing. Might as well show it.
I'm assuming if you can get it, then.
Yeah, that is useful, but it takes so long, and you hear it jumping. They can see it from the spawn. It's not useful, but yeah. It is a thing. It works. So. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, right here where I am on E. It's another one.
Right.
This is a bit more useful, but not that much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a couple demo spots. I'll go over 2 of them that I think are cool. So yeah. So one of them is you have to use normal pipes, but you can do this. And they drop on the health pack. So if the medic's holding right on the health pack, this is really good. Because it does 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is enough to kill a medic. If they hit. Yes, but not as well. This is easy. It's easier with the pipes. I would use the God sticky trap. No one ever checks this shit. This is the best sticky trap in the game, on the map at least. You can't see this. Look at this. Boom, easy kill. Some other good stuff. There's one angle you can use as demo to kill sentry. On B. It's my demo from my team. Had a setup for this, but you can basically, and they land right. Now, if you do it correctly, you set it up perfectly. You can make it so they land right on the sentry. I think it's a bit different. It's like this in it. No. Yeah, and they land on the sentry spot right here. So. Okay. That's it.
Oh, what the heck?
Fuck, what's happening?
Are you crying or laughing? I can't tell.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Orgasm? Okay.